Alright, this is the road to the Rainbow Rank. Playing Kirby Air Riders today on DDD Wheelie Scooter. It's going to be a good time. I'm currently Indigo, and of course I'm shooting for the Rainbow Rank. I've 100%ed this game on the checklist, so now it's time to play online. Alright, first match of the day, and it's on Celestial Valley, so not my favorite track, but let's go. Now, I was feeling a bit nervous because this was my first race of the day and the very first race I was recording, but here we go. Now I'm going to go for that plasma right there, and then I'm going to try and take the inside line to avoid people catching up on my star trail. So I go over these jumps, aim for the board right there as one does, and go through here. Hope no one beats me up as I go over this bridge. Now I was feeling nervous. I was trying to go over the road, not get into the grass, but I ran into the grass there, just the nerves of the very first recording I've ever done. So I'm going to go in here, and the goal is going to be to jump off the ramp on the left and get onto the rail here. That's much faster. And there we go. I make it, and then I make it there. I had to hold back in a bit of the direction to the right to make it. So now I'm just going for these boost panels. And what I want to do is get the sword or the needles and be able to get the NPCs here and hit them for boost. But my machine was just jumping to the right, and maybe it was miscontrolled by me, maybe it was just the nerves, but we dropped down to second place, second place. Not the end of the world though. The race is still young. We're only halfway through, so catching up on that star trail. Want to make sure we stay on the track. And now it's going to be about timing the special. As the special comes up, I want to make sure I don't pop the special and fall off the track here. I've done that a bunch of times before, so I just clear the jump and then pop it soon. Yeah, there we go. And this should make taking the rail easy, but let's see if I can do it. So there's the first one, and I do manage to get the second one, so that's great. We're still in second, so we're going to try and catch up. Hopefully I can get a power up to get those NPCs, get the speed boost. I get the needle, but first place had the same plan, so that's all right. Second place is going to be good. This is looking like a second, so we jump over there, and there we go, a second. So this should be a gain. I am Indigo, of course. This is the road to Rainbow Rank. So this should be a gain. Let's see what we get. And it's just a little bit, but a little bit is still pretty good. It's still progress. All right, race 2, Mount Amber Falls. Feeling pretty good about this. I love the wheelie scooter on this track, all the switchbacks. It's just a lot of fun. You don't have to worry too much about the handling because the wheelie scooter is great about that. Let's see if we can get a good race outside of the gate. Of course, it's a slugfest. Everyone's beating up on each other here. It's a big brawl. We come out in second place, third place. We got to watch out for that freeze, and we get frozen, and we bounce back off. That's insane. I've never gotten a freeze like that. So we come out in fifth place, but the race is still young. We can ride the star trails, get back up to first right here, so that already doesn't matter. That's great. We go down here, now it's a fight here, and we're going to go down to the bottom level. Our vehicle can't fly. It is kind of a poor jump on my part, so we go extra low, but we just take the star trail back. Accidentally hit the steel ball instead of grabbing that, so that's a misplay on my part. And then we just take some good lines here, some decent lines, get back into first, hit a few people with the mallet. I'm going to go for the cappy. Yeah, I do get that little boost. So it's me and the Rick. Rick is a great character, and he's on a wheelie scooter, so respect that. And we get hit with the Taranza special. Fantastic. So we've fallen down to fifth. It is what it is. But we're going to try to delay the special until now, so we can use it close to the end, not have it pop too soon. But we end up here first. Can we hold first is the question. I do try to veer back and forth, but not enough. And so I get second in this race. I just get it stolen from me, which is all fair. That's good. Second is still good. We still gain from that. It is what it is. I just got to improve on veering so people can't take the star trail and pass me up at the end. And it was a bulk star, so that's fair. All fair. That is good. All right, race 3 on Mount Amber Falls again. Feeling good about this. We got second last time. Let's see if we can do better this time. Here we go. And so we're queuing up here. Going to get that boost. It's going to be a slugfest again. Let's see if we can come out on top. Ride the star trail. Ooh, I get into the snow, and I remember doing that. I had to itch my nose. We get frozen again, and I think in this race I get frozen a second time. Yep, there it is. Still the very beginning of the race, so not too bad. We're gonna fight our way through. We're in the middle of the pack now, not the end of the world. The race is still young. All the enemies get taken, so we just have to get that draft. If you're coming from Mario Kart World, they've got the draft mechanic in that. The Star Trail is kind of similar. I prefer it a bit better, but here we are. We're back into second now. Hopefully we can get back to first. And that glob guy has been in the room a few times now, so he's starting to become something of a rival. We're ahead of him now. I remember that Transform Star Darush was pretty good. So now we're behind both of them. See if we can get through. Now this part, I always like to leave my special until the very last second. And here we are. Because I want it to just take me to the finish line so they can't pass me up. Now I don't want to get passed up again. I get that Cappy monster, and there we go. I believe I got first here, but let's see. Let's find out. I think I learned my lesson. Just taking that special at the last minute really helped me. And the results are, yeah, there we go. First place. Fantastic. All right, the fourth race on Beanstalk Park, and I typically do well on this track, but I was feeling the nerves again, so let's see if I can perform well on this track. Ideally, you want to take the rails and avoid that Ferris wheel, so let's see if I can do that. And right off the bat, I missed the rail. I usually always get that rail, but of course, because this is the first time I'm playing this track in a video, here we go, I missed that rail. So that's a bit of a blunder, but let's see if we can bring it back. The race is still early, we're still lap 1. And of course, right into the Ferris wheel. Now, I don't have the exact data to show if this is slower or faster or not, but I get the feeling this is slower, and I've got people just popping up ahead of me, and I'm in 4th place, but I do manage to get this rail, so that's good. You want to do that there. And I think taking the rails, it might be faster than that boost pad. Again, I don't have the data in front of me, but I always like to take those rails. And then here, it also just feels like the yellow and red are faster than the other 2 rails. So again, just a lot of like, trust me bro going on here, but naturally I missed the rail again. But I do pop the special, and I'm in 5th place now, which isn't ideal. Now up to 4th, but we want to avoid the thing, and we do. Okay, so that's great. Now we are going around the corner here, and we want to get up so you can take this rail here. Now we're up top here, and you do want to take that rail again, which I do. So that is great. Now I'm moved up to 2nd. Can I get myself into 1st place? We are drafting here, we're riding that Star Trail. We managed to jump into 1st, and we take the rail here. Will I be able to scam her first? I do. There we go. So that is fantastic. There we have it. Love to see it. So this has been the first episode of the Road to the Rainbow Rank. Let me know if you'd like to see more of this. I do enjoy this game a lot, Kirby Air Riders. It's basically my game of the year for 2025, maybe even this year too. So let me know down below. I'm still learning, still improving. If you've got any tips, if there's anything you do differently, if you use this combo, if you use other combos, let me know. And see you next time.